My name is Teresa. I came to the Tree of Light to work on a lot of trauma from my childhood, most of which revolved around sexual abuse that I have experienced. Each ceremony was different for me, and each ceremony they kind of built upon each other. The first ceremony, I learned a lot about trust. I took a lot of medicine, and I experienced some disconcerting things at first, and I was really afraid, and then I was able to get help from Gigi to really bring me back down. It taught me a lot about how strong I am, and a lot about how important it is to have a strong group of facilitators to help you. The second ceremony was a lot about releasing. It taught me how to allow myself to feel pain, and I didn't really know how to do that before. In my family growing up, there was a lot of get it together and suck it up. And being in a space with all women and having been there for them when they were purging and crying and experiencing whatever they were experiencing the first ceremony allowed me the trust to release my grief in the second ceremony. I experienced a lot of ebb and flow. So there was intense moments of grief, of crying, of purging, and then the medicine would sort of recede, and I would come back to myself and have a moment of reprieve in order to gather my strength, and then go back into the medicine and allow more of that stuff to come up. After the second ceremony, I was very afraid. I had lots of nightmares and I couldn't sleep, and I didn't really know what to do with that. And part of this learning journey for me is about asking for help. And Carolina and Gigi don't follow everybody around and make sure they don't come into your room and check on you, and they don't seek you out unless you genuinely need it. And what I learned is that I'm strong enough to ask for help, and I didn't know that I was strong enough to ask for help before. So when I finally did come to them and sought help, I received more than I could have ever asked for. The pain inside me and all of the fear of letting go of my story of being an attractor of sexual predators. That's kind of something that I have always believed about myself, that there's something about me that attracts abuse to me. And being able to talk about that and being able to acknowledge that there is trauma inside me that wants to come out was really powerful. The third ceremony was all about reconnecting with my power and reconnecting with my little girl, the little girl who was stolen from me by people in their own pain. And Carolina sang back my little girl to me, and at first I was confused about what that meant. I actually felt like I didn't want that. But the more I sat with it and the more I let the medicine kind of reconnect me, the more just beautiful it was. It was so beautiful. It was an experience of being whole that I don't remember ever feeling before. I have always had this feeling that something was missing, and I thought a pregnancy, like maybe if I got to experience pregnancy, that would give me the wholeness that I was searching for. But luckily I really don't want to take care of children, so it saved me from having a child before I was ready. what I know now is that that feeling of emptiness that I was trying to cover with food addiction and with relationship addiction and with thoughts about having a pregnancy, that was really me feeling the loss of my inner little girl. And having her back, I feel a lot clearer about the things that I want in my life, and I don't feel so much pressure to figure it all out right now. So the third ceremony was all about reconnecting with what I had lost and discovering my power. The fourth ceremony was pure magic. That's all I can say about it. It was just magic. The maestra gave me the wonderful gift of song. She allowed me in the ceremony to sing. And I have been so blocked in communicating with anybody. I've been so unable to tell people what I need, or even be able to communicate that I need things. And in the ceremony, I was able to access this, I don't know, this deep power inside me that allowed me to do octaves and things with my voice that I've never experienced before. And it was such an honor and a gift to be able to make the noise that has been living inside my soul. And it also taught me a lot about knowing what's right for myself. So when I was given permission to sing, there wasn't like sing to yourself or sing for everybody or sing this loud or this loud. And to be given the opportunity to walk on my own 2 feet and not be told exactly what to do was a really big thing for me. And making choices for myself that served myself is a lesson that I'm going to take forward in life in ways I don't even understand now, but I'm really excited to experience. And I just felt so joyful. There, I would sing, and then I would feel the need to quiet down. And after I quieted down, I was just like, like giddy. It's like, I can't believe I get to do this. You know, I can't believe I get to share and move vibrations through my body in this way. The fifth ceremony, which was just last night, was again a completely different experience. It was really painful, physically painful in my womb and in my intestines. And I had to just sit there and allow the medicine to work through me. And it was extraordinarily painful, but in the other ceremonies, I learned about trust, and I learned about my strength, and I learned about my power, and I learned about my voice. And so in the fifth ceremony, when everything was so physically painful, I was able to trust because I had survived all the other ones, and they were all wonderful in their own way, and I knew that there was a reason why this was so painful. And this morning when I woke up, I felt like the medicine worked on me for the entire night. And when I woke up this morning, I kind of felt my abdomen for the first time in a long time. So I had cut off access to this crucial space for women to feel and be connected with, and I had cut it off because I didn't know how to access the pain that was in there and release it. And feeling connected to a sense of my own womb and of my own, that's where my power is, you know, that's where it's held. That's where my song comes from, and that's where my joy comes from, and being able to be connected with that is just worth the pain, is worth it completely. This has been a really confusing journey because I thought that I came here to relive all of the trauma that I experienced. And there was none of that. It was all lessons that I can take forward in life. And it was all just these overwhelming messages of self-love and that I'm worthy of caring about myself. I always thought it was narcissistic to take care of yourself, and now I'm like, I need to go get my teeth cleaned, and I need to go to the doctor and just like, just make sure. I need to go get my nails done. I need to take care of myself. I need to listen to my intuition, and that is not a narcissistic thing. That is how I will go through the rest of my life, treating other people with respect, because I treat myself with respect. Every ceremony has been about self-growth and self-love and seeing my value and trusting my sisters that they're going to hold me and not judge me, and they are going to be there for me the next morning. And when I was in the roughest spots that I could have ever imagined, everybody was there to support me. And when they were in rough spots, I was there to support them. So it's, reciprocity, giving and receiving. The Tree of Light retreat has been like a nest for all of us to really come together and do this hard work in such a safe space and with people that truly love what they're doing. I don't get to see that in my normal life a lot. The first 2 times that I drank, I couldn't imagine why Carolina or Gigi would choose to do this work. And the respect that I have for these 2 women cannot be can't be understated, because I was completely at the end of myself. I had nowhere left to go. And I didn't even know that feeling at home in my body was an option. So the support and the love that you feel here and the safety in this beautiful place, and in the future, whatever else beautiful places that this work happens, it is so important to do this with somebody who's trustworthy and somebody who cares. And I cannot think of any higher compliment that I can give both of these women, in that they are healers, and the maestra too. I mean, we all talk about the maestra and Caroline and Gigi as groupies right now. We're just like, can you believe what they did? And I don't know. It's such a safe place, and if you are feeling unsafe, and if you are feeling at the end of yourself, and that you have no other option but to go down, make this happen. Make it happen for yourself. Because I've only been here 10 days. And I am light years away from where I was. Light years. So if you feel called, come. Please. We need more healthy, strong women out there, and men too. And this stuff isn't going to go away. It needs an outlet, and this is the outlet.